I got some important information for y'all. There's no better place to win cash while watching sports than PrizePicks. Football season is here and basketball season is here, so there's absolutely no better time to join. It's super easy to use. To create a lineup, all you got to do, select a few player stats, pick more or less. That's literally it. PrizePicks is available in more than 40 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Georgia. But my favorite thing, PrizePicks is going to give you $50 in lineups when you make your first $5 lineup. What's that mean? Win or lose, you get $50 in lineups for free. Just download the app and use promo code Speakeasy today. $5 gets you $50 in lineups. PrizePicks, it's good to be right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the internet works. We are here in the studio. You're seeing me and my beautiful face for the first time today, as you should. I'm the man behind the bar, Gabriel, and I'm joined here with the creator of this show, Emmanuel Acho. How we doing today?
Yes, sir. Hey,
Yes,
it's going to be a good one. Appreciate y'all for hanging with us. Tell your friends now that this link works. Share it. Let's get it popping tonight. Let's have a good time.
Yeah, let's get things going here. We're also joined here by a special guest, a Cincinnati Bengals legend.
Yes, sir.
Absolute legend.
Yes,
TJ,
sir.
who's your mama? Ushman Zada. How we doing today?
Good to be here, man. Good to be here.
Good to be here, man.
Yeah.
Better than your Bengals, who lost to the Jets, who didn't win a football game all year. I'm
bro,
sorry, I had to bring that up early.
Nah,
but
that shit was embarrassing.
yeah, that was embarrassing. Speaking of embarrassing, Social Trey also in the building. He is not embarrassing. My fault, bro.
Hey,
My fault.
what I do?
My fault.
Social Trey.
I'm in the building, man. What's up, y'all? What's happening?
I gotta throw some shots out there for sure.
Oh, just
Like,
know
you
they coming back.
Crime. Okay,
No, they coming back by the end of the show.
Before the chat and you get on me. For
Gabriel,
sure.
we are running late. Let's
Look.
get to it, bro. What's on the menu,
Let's
my
go
dog?
ahead and go. First, we got to start off by talking about what's going on in the NFL. We have our conference players of the week, and on the NFC side, it is none other than Jordan Love, who Sunday against the Steelers became the first quarterback in NFL history to record 20 consecutive completions with at least 350 yards and at least 3 touchdowns and have no sacks all in a single game. That was just a stat that went on and on and on and on and on. Fellas, Jordan Love, do you trust him to be able to get this Packers team, this very talented Packers team, to a Super Bowl?
T, he doesn't have my unmitigated trust just yet. I know how talented he is, but Jordan Love has done this the entirety of his career. Talent-wise, top 2 quarterback in the NFC, probably behind only Matthew Stafford. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you're talking strictly talent. But consistency-wise, I just need to see more. I love what Jordan Love is doing this year, but I still need to see like those consistent performances for me to truly believe him come playoff time. What you think, T?
The Packers, along with the Eagles, Rams, to me look like, I'll throw the Lions in there at times, but I have full faith in Jordan Love can take the Packers to the Super Bowl.
Oh,
because he's improved every season. This is probably the best collection of teammates and players around him that he's had. He can throw the ball. The tight end, man,
Kraft.
what?
Yeah,
Tucker
Kraft is
nice.
balling.
He nice.
And you have 3 receivers. My bad. You have 4 receivers.
Yeah.
You got Dontavian Wicks, you got Romeo Dobbs, you got Watson.
And Golden.
And you got Matt Golden. You got 4 guys that can really go. Defense, if they get a lead, it's over.
Yep.
And so I'm full belief in Jordan Love. And right now, at worst, number 2 for MVP right now.
Who?
Jordan Love.
Oh.
At worst, number 2?
At worst.
Whoa, I could give you like 5 names before him.
Absolutely not.
First, I'm giving. Who should I give him first? First, let me just go ahead and give Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan
Just
Taylor.
off GP. Let me go ahead. Let me play my Jonathan Taylor
Okay,
card.
can I interrupt real quick?
Go ahead,
Jonathan Taylor. A running back ain't winning MVP.
Okay, let's go quarterback.
Okay,
No more.
then
No
let me-
more.
Let me give my Matthew Stafford card real quick. My 17 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Let me give you that real
better than
quick.
Jordan Love?
Over the course of the season, Matthew Stafford just had a 5 touchdown, no interception game last time we seen him, sir.
Man, he
After
threw
that,
for 160 yards.
Can I give you my Patrick Mahomes card real quick?
Boom. Put it out
Let
there.
me play that real quick. If that don't work, can I give my Drake May real quick in my back? Boom.
Oh, yeah. Boom.
Let me give my Drake May real quick. I at least gonna give you them 3. At least.
Only one that is comparable would be Drake May. Right now, for me, Daniel Jones is at the top. It's Daniel Jones, Jordan Love, and whoever, Drake May. That's who it is for me. Mahomes 4.
Whoa.
Yes.
Daniel Jones not the best player on his team.
Daniel Jones got to be behind Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor is
Jonathan
unbelievable.
Taylor has a 0% chance of winning MVP. They don't give it to running backs. It's the best It's the quarterback on the best team that's going to win the MVP. The next best guy, will get Offensive Player of the Year, and right now it's trending Jonathan Taylor.
Here's what I can say, because you know this, I'm MVP voter. So there's a lot of truth in what T's saying, because typically voters, they just don't vote for running backs. However, if Jonathan Taylor has a 2012 Adrian Peterson caliber season, remember, he has 15 touchdowns already, and they've only played 8 games, if I'm not mistaken. So if he messes around and gets to 30 touchdowns and 2,400 all-purpose yards or 2,200 all-purpose yards, and the Colts finish the season 14-3, 13-4, best record in the AFC, ahead of the Chiefs, ahead of the Bills, Jonathan Taylor will likely at least get enough votes to be top 3 in MVP, and then it could go either way.
If he gets enough votes to be top 3, he's going to take votes away from Daniel Jones, because if they're 14-3 and 13-4, that means Daniel Jones is still playing well.
Yeah, they're going to cannibalize each other.
Let's view it like this. Jonathan Taylor on track to potentially have a 2,000-yard rushing season. The Colts could potentially have the 1 seed in the AFC on the same side with the last 3 MVPs, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Patrick Mahomes. If he does that, he's the MVP.
But Karen,
he's the best player on that team.
What is the difference between last year's Indianapolis Colts and this year's Indianapolis Colts? What's the difference? Oh, just one guy, Daniel Jones. Because Jonathan Taylor was on that team last year. He was on that team the year before.
That's true.
What's the difference? The difference is Daniel Jones. And so you cannot take that away.
Tyler Warren, that tight end. That tight end special.
Who throwing it to him?
That's true.
And so you cannot
take away for Jonathan Taylor, though, too.
What Daniel Jones has done. And not only that, the reason nobody wants to vote for Daniel Jones is because how far he's come. Nobody wants to give him a vote because he started in the basement. He started underground.
Yeah.
And now he has to inch his way to the top. Nobody wants to give him that credit. But
I agree it's a quarterback award, but I can't see her on the side of Jonathan Taylor not getting it over his teammate Daniel. If Daniel Jones is in position to win MVP, they're handing that to Jonathan Taylor because we've all seen I sound like Shady now. You making me sound like Shady? We've all seen Daniel Jones be awful. Like, we've seen it with our own eyes.
That's the problem. That's the problem because you can improve as a person. You can improve as a player.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he's done. Like, and that's a great thing about sports. I may be awful one day, but I can be very good the next day or great. Wow. And Daniel Jones was awful last year.
Yes.
And he has not been anything of the sorts this year.
He's been really good. He has been really good.
That's fair.
Well, speaking of Shady being absent, we got our first $10 super chat from P1 Best that said, Shady ain't here to say it, TJ, so I'll stick up for him. JT is that dude, and the Colts would never be where they are without potentially one of the greatest running back seasons of all time.
Ooh.
Wow. Right now, yes, but Jonathan Taylor was on that team last year, and where were they?
Here's what's going to hurt you. Yeah. Jonathan Taylor looks special. Daniel Jones doesn't. Like, when I watched Jonathan Taylor's tape, and I broke it down on my Twitter earlier this week, Jonathan Taylor looks like an MVP. This is what happened. If y'all remember Brock Purdy 2 years ago, Brock Purdy was in the running for MVP. Lamar Jackson ends up winning. Brock Purdy just didn't look like an MVP. So people were like, how are you going to make Brock? I remember Shady saying, Brock Purdy for MVP don't even sound right. Daniel Jones as an NFL MVP don't even sound right.
It does not. But you cannot take away what a man has earned.
Oof. That's real.
You can't take away what he's earned. He just because he's been bad and he was in New York and he played terrible.
Yeah.
He's earned this if he can continue to play at this level. Jonathan Taylor is a dog.
Yeah.
But you can't take away what he's earned.
I hear you. What else we got, Care Bear?
Look, moving forward, we got to talk about another running back who won AFC Player of the Week, Mr. James Cook. He might end up being the better brother after all of this is said and done, which is crazy.
He got a long way to go.
Was unbelievable. In this season, I have these fun stats for you. He is on pace to have almost 1,800 yards, 2,000 total yards, 17 touchdowns. He's averaging 6 yards per carry right now. 26 years old, one of the top 5 best backs in the league.
I'll go as far as to say this. I think James Cook is the most underrated running back in the National Football League. He might be the most underrated offensive player in the National Football League. James Cook has maybe the best feet plus vision combination of all the running backs, and the dude is slippery. You'll see James Cook slither through a hole and be like, how the hell did he get through there? Furthermore, he's a threat out the backfield. He's a threat with the ball in his hands. And though he is undersized, he don't play small at all. James Cook is almost 2 weapons on an offense that has none. So I really love what James Cook has been doing, and shout out to him. He deserves more respect.
Man, James Cook is a baller because they don't even have a receiver on the outside
Yeah.
that is going to warrant not crowding the box.
Yeah.
And so for him to do what he's doing, yeah, James, if you said, tell me your best offensive weapons in the National Football League, me, myself included, would probably name 20, 25 guys before I get to James Cook.
Exactly right.
So underrated.
Yeah, incredibly underrated. Incredibly underrated.
Well, I mean, also James Cook, he's setting new records.
Yeah.
He had 216 rushing yards for the Buffalo Bills, most since Orenthal.
Yeah.
Y'all know Orenthal? Oh, Jason, the juice is loose, baby.
Orenthal
James Simpson.
Hey, can I have a moment real quick in the Speakeasy?
Of course.
I was minding my mind earlier this morning,
Okay.
chilling. Just woke up, about to go work out, and I got a text from Social Trey.
I did hit you on your line, yeah.
I get a text from Social Trey, and I'm getting cussed out on Instagram. I'm getting cussed out on Instagram by one Steven Jackson.
Wow.
And Steven Jackson was mad. It's something I had to say, and I want y'all to weigh in. Turn your volumes up. Gabriel, you got the clip?
Yeah, I got the clip
want
right
y'all
here.
to weigh in. Here's what I said. I'm going to show you what Steven Jackson said. Put your kids to bed, because there was some language. Here's what I said. Gabriel, let it ride. Hasn't been a well-coached football team under Deion Sanders. They've been an incredibly exciting football team.
Yeah.
Shedeur Sanders went crazy. Travis Hunter went crazy. You know what I'm saying? Had a hell of receivers. Horn went crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Deion Sanders for both recruiting those players and luring those players into Colorado. Shout out to Deion Sanders for creating the most exciting program in Colorado. Shout out to Deion Sanders for exceeding academic expectations that we haven't seen Colorado do in 20 years. Shout out to Deion Sanders for creating more buzz of a college football program than we've seen since USC in the early 2000s. But as far as a well-coached football team, Colorado hasn't been that. And I love college football. I go back to, remember, Colorado versus Kansas last year. Kansas ran for 326 yards against Colorado. Kansas Jayhawks versus Colorado. Colorado had the Big 12 conference championship game at stake. Kansas
37-21.
went crazy running the ball. But Colorado's just not a very good coach football team. 330 yards rushing. If we're just being honest about Prime, incredible marketer, incredible leader, incredible man. But the Colorado coaching has just not been good enough. Now, Dak saw this video, TJ. Steven Jackson saw this video, Social Trey. Steven Jackson saw that video y'all watching, and he had this to say. You got it? You
Yeah, we got the image right here.
Said?
Pull it up right here.
It's behind me too, but go ahead.
He said, how many coaches get off to great starts? It's not a Power 5 programs. The hate is real, bro. It's other coaches that's doing worse than Prime, but they ain't the topic to bring viewers. I get it. We don't do that. Wonder why we lapping it.
Wonder why we lapping ninjas. Let me go ahead and say this, bruh. How in the world does everybody wake up looking for a reason to be mad? That's what infuriates me. Like Steven Jackson, you heard me say Deion Sanders is an incredible marketer, an incredible leader, an incredible man.
You gave him a lot of
heard me
praise.
say that Deion Sanders has done stuff academically for Colorado that hasn't been done in 20 years. You heard me say that Deion Sanders has created more buzz at Colorado than any college program has seen since the early 2000s. You heard me say that Deion Sanders has done for Colorado what we haven't seen in college done for half a century, and you said that was hate because I said that they're not a well-coached football team? Like, are we not allowed to speak the truth anymore? All of a sudden, if somebody says something that's truthful and you disagree with that truth, now they're a hater. And to me, T, the reason it's so infuriating, it is so lazy.
Yeah.
It is so lazy to just hear something that you disagree with and thrust out hater. If you give up 400 yards rushing and 56 points in conference, you're not well coached. And it's not a one-off, because what I cited, T, was the year before against Kansas, they gave up 330 yards in conference in a must-win game in order to advance to the college football playoffs top 12. It's not being well coached. And so many people want to lie to be loved. And I refuse to lie to be loved. It is facts over feelings. And for whatever reason, so many people just want to lie and hush up the truth and hush up the truth. And sometimes that's why I get a bad rap. I earn a lot of my bad rap. But sometimes I get a bad rap because I'm like, no, Deion's my dog. But I can say they're not a well-coached football team. Not just because he's a black man, am I going to sit here and be like, everything he does is perfect and he makes no mistake? No, everything he does that he does well, I shouted it out. Marketing, last year, recruiting, academics, leadership, integrity. Man, everything he does well, I shouted out. And I drop one little sprinkle of a potential improvement. You could be a better coach at times, or you could have a better staff. And now I'm a hater. T, speak to that, bro. Please.
I'll say this first off. I don't like when we say anything negative about anybody that's black is hating. That's your opinion. Now, I also say this. I don't know what they're being coached. And so I'll never say they're not well coached because I'm not in their meetings. When you give up over 250 yards rushing, that's just my baseline. That's a lack of discipline and or your players just ain't good enough.
That's coaching, no, T.
No, because we all have, when you're in a situation, your best players are going to play.
Sure.
And you try to threaten them if you don't do what I'm telling you. Like, gap integrity is so big on defense when teams are running the ball.
Yes.
And you can threaten players. You don't do it right, I'm going to take you out. But you're putting in a player that's worse that you know can't do it.
But here's the thing, bro, and this is why this is so personal to me. I understand my boundaries at time. Like, if Stack says something basketball related, I'll be like, you know what? I got my opinions, but Stack played 15 years. If Acho did nothing else, I played college at a very high level. Check the resume.
Yeah.
League, y'all can say what you want. College, I played at a high level. I know defense. You can't give up 400 plus yards rushing if you're well coached. You don't have to be talented to be in your gap.
400 yards
It's
is
asinine.
a lot.
That's a lot for gassers.
That's in the 90s, just where they was running the ball 60 times a game.
And so to me, it's like, one, don't fix your lips to suggest that one person is hating if they're stating a fact, particularly stating a fact in a sport that you're not nearly as fluent in. Nearly as fluent. Like, I would love for Stat to sit down here and break down the run fits in the cover 3 versus the run fits in the cover 4 versus the run fits in the cover 2. Tell me who corner force is. I gave you a hint. I used the word corner. So, like, don't sit here and start inciting a riot saying that somebody is hating just because they said something you disagree with. And the other thing I love what you said to you is, like, you should be able to criticize the work of somebody regardless of their race and not be deemed as a hater. And that's my problem with it all. You know what I mean? Like, we talked about when Texas is sorry, we came out here yesterday talked about it.
Yeah.
When James Franklin and Penn State was sorry, we came up here and talked about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that we're not talking about it. It's that you're only listening when we're talking about Prime Steven Jackson.
Yeah.
It's not that we're not talking about other people. You're just only responding when we're talking about Prime Steven Jackson.
But you know what, though? Defensively, they've been fairly average on defense since he's been there.
Correct. Or below average, I would suggest.
They've been fairly an average defensive team. They've won games because of their offense.
Exactly right.
And so for me, that's a talent thing. But when you have a bad defense or you have bad defense, you got to give up something.
Yeah.
You're giving up the run or you're giving up the pass. And a lot of coaches, if you just running the ball, we going to crowd the box. I'm going to force you to throw the ball over our heads. I'm going to force you to do what you don't want to do. But I do know, as players, sometimes you like, man, who they putting in that's behind me?
Yeah.
He a lot worse than I am.
I'll add this, though. One, Acho didn't say Deion Sanders is inept. He did not say Deion Sanders is incapable of doing a better job. He did not say that Deion Sanders is a bad coach.
Correct.
That never came out of his mouth. My thing is also, in college football, the head coach is the GM. He's responsible for talent evaluation.
Yep.
He's responsible for talent, for getting the talent there. He's responsible for talent development. Every single thing that happens on that football field, he's responsible for. Play callers, he's responsible for hiring them. Strength and conditioning staff, he's responsible for hiring them. Every single thing that happens with that college football program, it falls on the head coach.
You're the CEO.
And I agree. Yeah, exactly. He's a CEO.
Correct.
And I agree with what Acho said in his video earlier today on social. And I challenge all of you guys to go watch that as well. Deion Sanders would not say himself that they are a well-coached football team right now. That to me, it says everything. If you do have issues with discipline, that's a coaching issue.
Yeah.
If you do have issues with everybody on your roster, that's a coaching
Correct.
issue. You're the one that recruited them to be there. You're the one that looked in the transfer portal and said, I want to get these guys. You're the one that made those phone calls. You stepped into those parents' houses. You did all of those things to get those guys on your team. You were with them in strength and conditioning. Or maybe you wasn't this offseason. We said that as well. But you were responsible for the product that you put out there on the field, and in college football more than the NFL. The NFL, you have a GM that's responsible for getting all these players, and sometimes the coaches don't. Kevin Stefanski, Shedeur. I don't think he wants them. That type of stuff. My thing is, though, you are solely responsible for every player that steps foot on that field, every coach that steps foot on that field, every trainer that steps foot on that field. It falls on the head coach. And right now, when you're giving up 400 rushing yards in a game, you're not doing well. I just looked this up. BYU, Texas, the year after you left Texas, Texas Longhorns gave up 550 yards rushing. After that game, Defensive coordinator Manny Diaz. Guess where he got left? Guess where he got left? On the tarmac.
Yep.
Because he wasn't doing good enough. Mac Brown wasn't playing that game. We just gave up 550 yards. That's unacceptable. That's a coaching issue.
Correct.
That's
And
just
the last thing I'm going to say is this. Stop babying grown men.
Yeah.
Deion Sanders a grown man, Stat. So if I'm coming out here giving Deion Sanders some medicine that he can take, why can't you take it too? I'm giving Deion Sanders a truth anecdote that he can digest. Why can't you digest it? I'm giving Deion Sanders something that he would admit himself, and yet you come to the rescue with your cape on, trying to protect and save Deion Sanders. He don't need saving. Don't save him. He don't want to be saved. He can take it. So you should be able to take it too.
What song was that?
J. Cole.
Don't say
Yeah.
that. You don't want to be saved. Don't say that.
Okay.
Great.
Can I play devil's advocate? You know I like to do that.
Okay,
Just real quick. I just want to play. Would it have been better if Steven Jackson had said something like this? Because maybe this was the subtext. Deion Sanders gets enough criticism from people that don't look like us. Let's ease back on the criticism from people that do look like us.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like that is easier for me to digest than to just be like, you shouldn't delve out any sort of criticism for him because you know what I mean? Like to the point about the race, relations of it all. Like, if you say that makes more sense to me than just being like, don't criticize him just because.
Trey, do you think he was trying to uplift him in that way, or do you think he was trying to demean him?
Who?
Acho, when he said that. And like that to me is my thing.
I think it was
he in this 90-second video says 80 positive things.
Right.
But then he puts the one negative thing in, and that's what everybody clings on to.
Yeah.
This is a mentality thing. You're viewing the only negative thing, and you're taking that as hatred.
Correct.
That is not a mentality that's conducive to growth.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree.
And this is what's so infuriating if I can push back on your pushback, because I've gotten calls before like, hey, Acho, why you go with this person or that person? And it's usually why you go with like this black athlete or that black athlete, this black woman athlete, that black woman athlete.
Yep.
People hear when I chastise Sha'Carri Richardson, for example, but turn a mute mic when I praise Gabby Thomas or Sidney McLaughlin.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Who's
Like
Colorado's defensive coordinator?
I don't even know who that is.
Let's see.
I don't even like it just runs me hot because
He's
I'm
the
like,
problem. He's the problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Deion, prime the
It's
CEO.
Robert Livingston.
So ultimately, it falls on you.
Yeah.
But the defensive coordinator is the problem. Because we know if you're a good head coach for the most part, you let your coaches coach, you don't micromanage. You hop in when you need to. It's if the defensive coordinator got to be making better calls. The defensive coordinator got to have better players on the field. If guys are making mistakes, you got to get them out of there. Now, Deion can say this, he can say that. Deion was missing a lot of the offseason and a lot of the summer.
Yeah.
Because for health reasons. To me, it ultimately always falls on Prime. But the defensive coordinator, he's at fault more than anybody.
But here's the thing, G. I'm not saying Deion doesn't have an excuse for the coaching being bad. I'm just saying the coaching is bad.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like
The coaching is bad.
Like I'm not saying that Deion got an excuse for it, and my dog
We
is like
started off by saying
peeing
that.
in a bag right now with the
you know
blood
what's so
against him.
bad about it? It was Utah, right?
It was Utah.
Yeah.
When you play Utah,
You want to know what they're gonna do?
you know they're going to run the ball 40 times.
That's it. Hello.
Oh my goodness.
You know they're going to run it 40. We
Yeah.
are crowding the box. We're going to force these dudes to throw the ball. You play Utah Utes.
Yeah.
They running the ball 75% of the time.
I'm tired, Care Bear. Move it along,
Nah,
G.
yeah, well, hey, Trey, we got a super chat we got to get to before we get to this next topic. 'Cause you got to hear this. You got to hear this. We got a $5 super chat from Ray Blends. He said, love the show, Acho. First time super chat, just for laughs. If Acho can spell TJ's last name, I'll drop 50.
No looking. No
Let's
cheating.
go.
No cheating.
Let's get this attempt going.
Let's get it.
No.
He going to miss one letter. He going to miss
yeah.
one letter.
Okay.
O-U-S-H.
Okay.
Okay.
M.
Okay.
Men or man's out of whoosh men. H-O-U-S. Whoosh men. E.
Yeah, you out. You out.
I
I don't know if the official spelling bee rules is to let you finish or just stop you right there when you're wrong. But yeah, you
missed that one. You missed that one. That was tough, man. You sold us 50, man.
Man,
HOUSHMANDZA.
You don't miss that D?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
always missed the D.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Somebody
Pause. Hey, yo, whoa, that's a drinkable offense, CJ. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry, brother.
Hey, see,
Everyone always
pull him up,
missed
please,
They
Kirby.
always missed the D. Oh my
Pull him
God.
up, please.
Pause.
Yeah.
Hey.
Your kid's gonna be on you about that one, TJ.
Hey.
Yo!
Yeah, that was
Hey,
crazy.
speaking of that,
What's up with this guy?
What's going on, man?
Hold on. Can't
going on,
hold
bro?
up.
Yeah, we got rules in the speakeasy.
we got rules.
We got rules. That's a drinkable offense, man.
Yo!
Yeah, that was wild. That was wild.
What's
was
up with
crazy.
your man, bro?
That was
Hey, just so you know, I spelled Akbar Baja Miller.
Right?
Yeah, he asked me to do it one time and I got him.
Hell
Your
yeah.
Nigerian brother.
You still gonna have to drink for that
I guess
nonsense.
so, yeah.
but
You got-
Wait, let me. What is that name?
Akbar Baja Biamila.
Oh, wow. You throwing the accent, too. That was
I can't even
crazy.
get Google to help me out with that one.
That was-
Can we move on?
Hey,
now?
Yeah, we
I
can
ain't
move
even gonna
on
lie
now.
to you.
What's up, G?
That didn't even cross my mind until he said something.
What's that?
Everybody always leave out
He
the
would have
D.
gone just
That
straight.
didn't even
Without a
cross
pause.
my
Straight.
mind.
Crazy.
That was wild.
That was
That
That was
crazy.
wild. That was wild.
crazy.
That was a little crazy.
Let's keep it
It's
moving.
early in the show, though.
It's early in the show.
It's
early in the show.
We gonna let you good. You good.
It's
Hey,
early.
Shady would have been like, hey, yo.
Yeah. Facts.
Look, keeping it moving. We got a tweet from John Machota, reporter for the Cowboys. Unfortunately, I've seen a lot of his tweets recently. Said Cowboys coach Brian Schottenheimer said that he spent a significant amount more time in defensive meetings compared to the start of the season. That's to help, not to get in the way. He said, I give defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus a lot of credit. Having been a coordinator and having had head coaches come sit in my meetings and stuff, you don't like it. I took it personal. Why are you in my meeting? Flus has not been like that at all. He should take it like that, to be honest with you. But how do we feel about the Cowboys defense, and can they be fixed?
I love what Shotty's doing because if the defense sucks, Shotty, it's on you. You hired Eberflus. You feel me? Eberflus was a great defensive coordinator in 2015 and 16. Like when I was coming out, and with the Colts. He was a great linebacker coach with the Cowboys when I was coming out of college. Shout out to Eberflus. He was recruiting me and scouting me when I was coming out of Texas. But is Eberflus a good DC right now? Hell no. So, Shotty, if the defense ain't good, you not good. If the defense is struggling, you struggling, and you need to make the hard decision to go ahead and part ways because how are y'all going to go through this week? Are the Cowboys on a bye week, Care Bear?
We are.
No,
We're not. They play the Cardinals.
How y'all finna go through this extended week and we ain't gonna see no changes? So, to me, I love this Shotty sitting in the meetings, and I wish Eberflus would say something, T. Like, they got to get right.
Yeah.
When you're Brian Schottenheimer, this is your job. You control the whole team. Yeah, you're an offensive guy, but ultimately, you're going to be the one to get fired if the team does not achieve success the way Jerry Jones perceives them to be. And I look at it this way. The Cowboys, they've been hurt on the back end. Diggs been hurt. They don't have the playmakers on defense, mainly Micah Parsons, that when you get a lead, he gonna pressure the quarterback. They don't have that. The defense is the worst ranked defense in the league.
Yeah.
And so he'd be doing his team a disservice if he didn't go in there and just say, okay, look, I'm self-scouting. When we get this formation defensively, we're playing this coverage a lot. We're playing this front a lot. Maybe we need to do this. That's what a good coach is gonna do.
Yeah.
And so now, because Eberflus likes to play a lot of zone, a lot of too high. You can't do that. You got to switch things up and say, I have to get out of my comfort zone. I have to stop calling what I like to call and call what fits the players instead of what fits me.
Yeah, exactly right. A lot of offensive coaches, T, don't keep their hands on the defense. I remember when I was with the Eagles, Chip Kelly never came to defense.
And you know what, though? The defensive coaches, they love it. Because you got two head coaches. You run your side, I run my side. They love that.
Yeah.
Because now they do whatever they want to do. But then when you start losing here, we come creeping and you like, oh, what are you coming in here for?
Yeah.
Because you know when that door opened, everybody looked to see who walking in.
Facts.
Oh, okay, it's Schottenheimer. Shit, we got to get on it.
But I'll be real, bro. This is the first step before Eberflus gets fired. Because at the point in which the head coach got to do two jobs, what I'm paying you to do your job for. If I now got to oversee and chaperone you, why you doing it? You know when you ask somebody, a friend, a significant other, whoever it is, to do something for you and they don't do it right, so now you got to double check they work, and then you realize, wait a second, I should just do it myself. That's where Schottenheimer's about to be with Eberflus. He can't call the defense, but what he can say is, I should hire somebody to where I don't have to now supervise you. I'm paying you too much money to supervise you. You're too grown to need a chaperone, and I'm not finna chaperone you, bruh. So I think this is the first step before Eberflus gets axed.
Especially the way I'm shocked. The way the offense is playing, the way Dak is playing, the way Schottenheimer is sequencing and calling his plays has shocked me because he wasn't like this when he was offensive coordinator with the Seattle Seahawks.
Yep.
He wasn't like this. And so he's improved. He's learned from Mike McCarthy and other guys along the way since he's been fired. But yeah, Eberflus, he better get his stuff together. He might be out the league quickly.
I hear you. Where we at, Care Bear?
Yeah, no, Eberflus should be fired. I think he should have been fired yesterday. But moving forward, we got to talk about the good team in the NFC East, the Eagles. But we've had some interesting things come out this week from A.J. Brown. He said, and I quote, well, he had an article in The Athletic where he gave an interview. And in the article, he said, obviously, I want to win. That's the main goal, but I want to help. I want to do my thing as well. He then went on to say, this is kind of my personality. I want to be able to help. I have this view on the game, and I've had this my entire career. It's what's got me here, and that's what's going to continue having me stay here. How do we feel about him coming out in this article trying to clear things up? Is he taking things a little too far?
I think AJ got to chill, bro. AJ Brown got to chill. And it's not that AJ Brown is not right. It's not that AJ Brown isn't valid in his feelings. But, bro, what's being right going to get the Eagles? And what's being right gonna get you? You feel me? Like, AJ, you're on a Super Bowl caliber team that looks like they're the best team in the NFC once again. They just dominated without you, so imagine what they're capable of doing with you. They figured out the offense, and if anything else, AJ, do all this in the offseason. Win you another Super Bowl. Try to get you another Pro Bowl, maybe an All-Pro. Try to get you another deep into the playoff run, more playoff checks, and then dip in the offseason, bro. But, like, I just think AJ has been doing too much. Wide receivers are divas. I'll let T speak to that, but wide receivers are divas. But AJ, to me, has just been doing too much because it's like, bro, you say you want more targets, you get more targets, then y'all lose.
Yeah.
Now you missed the game, y'all win, and Jalen Hurts has his best statistical performance without you.
Yeah.
4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Jalen Hurts over the last 2 weeks has 7 touchdowns and 8 incomplete passes. So it's like, AJ, you're making all this noise, but who is it benefiting? I'm not even sure TJ is benefiting AJ. So for me, I just think AJ gotta chill, bro. He gotta chill.
It's a tough situation because I know what he's going through. Like when you winning, you should just be quiet and enjoy the ride. But his livelihood is based upon what he does individually. It's not based on the Eagles collectively as a team. It's what does number 11 bring to us each week, each season as an individual player. Because if he's not bringing much, you know what they're going to say? He needs to take a pay cut. And so now that's messing with my livelihood. All he's saying is, and he said it, yeah, I want to win, but I'd like to be a part of us winning. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, I don't want a guy on my team that don't want the ball. And if the Eagles feel like they can win without him, if the Eagles feel like they can do what they did Sunday against the Giants without him, trade him. Let's see.
But T,
let's see.
Ain't that immature to me? Because it's like, you want to win, but you want to be the reason they win.
No, you don't want to be the reason they win. You just want to play a part in the win.
But if you win, you're winning.
But when you know your pay is determined by your play, I don't see no harm in that. I don't see any harm in you can't give him 8 targets a game.
Okay, let me ask you this. How the hell should A.J. Brown feel then when he complains about those targets and then the next 2 games they lose? They had won the first 4 straight, if I'm not mistaken. Complains about them targets. Next 2 games, they lose. He misses one of the next 2 games. They win the next 2 games, and Jalen Hurts has his best passing performance in the game they lose. My question is this. Is it a coincidence that Jalen Hurts has his best game without A.J. Brown, and the first game after A.J. Brown complains, the Eagles lose?
It may be a coincidence.
Are we implying that A.J. Brown, the superstar, number one, clear top 5 talent wide receiver in the entire NFL, is the reason why the Eagles aren't winning?
No, they're winning now. Here's what I'm.
But my thing is like, bruh, like,
let me clarify before
okay.
people start tripping. What I'm suggesting is this. Obviously, A.J. Brown, as love, A.J. knows that, and A.J.'s a dog. What I'm suggesting is this, and Josh Allen actually said it. When you don't have a number one wide receiver diva, Stephon Diggs, quarterbacks can play more free. I know you know this. Now, it might not be for the betterment of the team, but I'm telling you right now, quarterbacks will tell you when they don't have a guy who they know is going to be pissed off at them if they don't throw them the ball, they can play more free. They can spread it out. Jalen Hurts knows after Sunday's game, ain't nobody finna be mad at him. Smitty not gonna say passing in the locker room. Dallas Goedert sure as heck ain't gonna be like, man, Jalen just got to throw the ball better. Saquon ain't gonna go out there, man. If we could throw the ball better, we could open it up.
But Smitty actually said something early in the season. He's just not as constant and as loud as AJ.
Correct. But that's my point. Is like, imagine how much more free a quarterback can play when he knows I'm not going to get undermined after the game. I'm not at all saying the Eagles are better off without A.J. Brown. I'm just saying Josh Allen has told us sometimes it can be easier to play without a guy who's just looking at you sideways.
I love Josh Allen. Trained with him countless times. He ain't won a Super Bowl without a diva receiver. He ain't won one. He ain't won one. Is it easier? Yeah. Easier to go home?
Oof.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And let's go back to earlier this season when they played the Rams.
Yeah. Was
the Rams stopping the run? Y'all answer that for you. Yeah, they were. Mm-hmm. And then what'd they do?
AJ.
What'd they do?
AJ.
They went to A.J. Brown. Hey, AJ, we sorry. We need you now. Can you save us? Come on, get on my back. I got you. Hop in the backpack, and I'm going to carry. They went to him when they needed it. Let me ask you this then, bro. They went to him when they needed it.
I've never been good enough on the football field to be a diva, and I've never been a receiver. So let me ask you a real question. It's going to get uncomfortable. Why the hell are all receivers like this? Is it in the pre-wiring of being a receiver? Because there are great pass rushers, Myles Garrett, that aren't divas. Yeah, there are great pass rushers, T.J. Watt, that aren't divas. Why are receivers like, you catch a couple of touchdowns and you got to cause hell? Can y'all not just be like Larry Fitzgerald? And just be chilling?
But see, I didn't play with Fitz. But I guarantee Fitz in practice and behind closed doors, he was saying stuff.
Keep it behind closed doors, though.
But this is the thing. Is we're relying upon everybody doing their job so that we can do our job. Mm-hmm. And if the O-line don't block, it don't matter what we do. If the quarterback don't throw it to us, it don't matter what we do. If we drop the ball, we can do everything right. Oh, he dropped the ball. I just look at it from this perspective. If we have 8 catches in a game, that's such a small part of the total plays of one football game. We just want to impact the game. I don't know why we act like this, and I wouldn't say I was a diva, but I'm not going to lie to you. I was mad when I didn't get the ball. Mm-hmm. Win or lose. When we won, you okay with it. When you lose, you really pissed, and you're going to go back. I was hoping on this here. So, I don't know why it's that way.
Yeah.
But the Eagles will not win a Super Bowl without A.J. Brown. Oh. They don't have A.J. Brown on that team last year. They're not winning a Super Bowl because when you play the best teams, you play the Green Bay Packers, they're going to force you to throw it. You play the Los Angeles Rams, they're going to force you to throw it. You play the Detroit Lions, they're going to force you to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Without A.J. Brown, you're losing.
Period.
From a fan perspective, throwing this out there.
Please.
A.J. Brown has a Hall of Fame type level opportunity in front of him. Mm-hmm. He has Hall of Fame numbers that he needs to put up in the middle of his prime. And right now, he's not getting afforded the opportunity to do so. I also think whenever it comes to wide receivers being divas, we talked about this early on. Him getting one target in a 3.5 hour NFL football game is crazy. Like TJ said, you want to be a part of the game. You want to be a part of winning. I think that's how he feels right now. Him getting 2 targets, 3 targets, 4 targets over the span of a 3-hour football game. A football game where he is running routes on air, essentially, at some points. We're talking about him out there getting free cardio and not getting targeted. I'm sorry, that's not enough for a Hall of Fame level player that knows he's good enough to be having a 1,000-yard season right now.
Yeah. Hey. What AJ Brown doing with Sean McVay as his coach? What AJ Brown doing with Sean McVay and the Rams?
You going crazy.
120 catches, 1,400 yards every season.
But he won a Super Bowl last year, T.
He did. And that partly is the problem. It's because just utilize me.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, if these coaches, if they would watch these shows, I know how this works. Give him 2 targets out of the first 10 plays.
Yeah.
He locked in.
Yeah. Hey, Care Bear, can we do something real quick?
What's up?
Because now I feel like the last 2 weeks have shown me this Eagles offense might be a little unstoppable. T, I was watching some tape, and y'all know this in the YouTubes. We going to show y'all a little bit of tape. Now I feel like the Eagles, based upon this new personnel and how they've come out here, T, with this extra tackle and what they've done with the run game, they've unlocked the run game. They've been able to unlock the pass game. And when A.J. Brown does come back, I think this Eagles offense is officially unstoppable, and I want to show y'all why. Rome, do we have it? Yeah. All right, go ahead and kick off a little
Saquon Barkley is back, and the Eagles officially have defenses in hell. I'm gonna show you how Saquon Barkley had more rushing yards in this one play than he had the entire game the last time they played the Giants. So how the hell did this just happen? Well, let's take a quick history lesson. See, the Eagles lined up in this exact same formation that they lined up versus the Minnesota Vikings last week. Minnesota Vikings, the Eagles are in what we call 11T. 11 stands for 1 running back, 1 tight end. The T that I just mentioned, it stands for an extra tackle. A.J. Brown, he's lined up tight to the formation. Hey, what the Minnesota Vikings do? Minnesota Vikings, they brought a safety down to stop the run. But what happened when they brought the safety down to stop the run? Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, they lit him up. 79-yard touchdown pass. So 11T, Minnesota Vikings, they bring an extra safety down to stop the run. That is Harrison Smith. Okay, so the Eagles, Kevin Patullo, offensive mind, he says, when we face the New York Giants, we're going to come out in the second play of the game, and we are going to come out in this 11T formation, and we are going to see how are the New York Giants going to play it. Second play of the game, 14 minutes left in the game. It's real simple. New York Giants, they keep both their safeties high. Same thing, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Both safeties high. Oh, we're not going to pass it. You want to keep both safeties high to protect against Devontae Smith in the pass? We're just going to run it. Tackles, they're coming up. Linebackers, they're blocked. Now we have Saquon Barkley versus the safety. The objective of an offense during the run game, get the running back one-on-one with the defensive back. And that's a battle. The Saquon Barkley going to win
kill it
every single time. But
T, I think the Eagles have unlocked their secret formation that will unlock another Super Bowl run. By coming out in this formation that these defenses are unaccustomed to, now you're making the defenses show their hand at the beginning of every game. We're going to come out with an extra tackle, T. We're going to come out with the tight end, and we're going to come out with the receiver close to the formation and Smitty out there at the X. Hey, if y'all want to stay in 2 high safeties, that's fine. We're just going to run the ball on you. Saquon Barkley's going to get one-on-one versus safety, and Saquon Barkley's going to win that matchup 9 out of 10 times. If y'all want to bring a safety into the box, which the Minnesota Vikings did, that's also fine. Now we have Devontae Smith out there, and Devontae Smith is likely capable of winning his one-on-one, and we've yet to even unlock A.J. Brown in either of those formations. The Eagles in weeks 5 and 6, T, they ran under center 1 time. They lost both those games. Week 7, they came out under center 17 times. They dominated the Minnesota Vikings. Jalen Hurts, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Week 8, they came out under center again, another double-digit times. Jalen Hurts, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. I think the Eagles have now figured out how to manipulate opposing defenses based upon this one formation that they're going to run in the first 5 to 10 plays of the game, see how defenses are going to play it, and either way, defenses are wrong. So my question for you is, why is it that under center is so helpful for the Philadelphia Eagles? Because I know why it's hurtful for a defense.
The threat of the run, you run the ball better when the quarterback is under center. Your run fits are just better. The timing of it is better. That touchdown, the Giants ought to be ashamed of themselves. He didn't get touched. This is the National Football League. Saquon Barkley went untouched.
Yeah.
You know how many untouched touchdowns you'll see in this season? And they just let that happen. And so for me, if I was safety going to be down in the box, we know what they ran on us the previous week. Corner, you just stay over the top. If he run a comeback, he run out, he run a post corner, go ahead and give it to him. We're not getting beat over the top. That's what should have happened.
Yeah.
But when you look at why are they running the ball when they – just the timing of it is better. And so the offensive line would prefer the quarterback be under center more times than not because it just creates so many problems for the defense because when you do the play action, it's hard to decipher, are they really running it or are they passing the ball?
A lot of people are saying that A.J. Brown is now going to get even busier when they come out of center because A.J. Brown dominates in the play-action pass game. That's what he did with the Tennessee Titans, I believe, when Derrick Henry was there. That's what he did with the Tennessee Titans. I believe Mike Vrabel was the head coach. That's what he's done over the course of his career. Will this help A.J. Brown eat, or you think A.J. Brown is looking and saying, dang, Smitty out there at the X, Smitty out there eating?
If they're running the ball effectively, A.J. Brown is going to get his targets. It's just frustrating when you get it Sunday, then the following Sunday you don't get it. Mm-hmm. And, people, you got it last week. I want it every week.
Yeah.
And some's going to be better than others. And I don't think A.J. Brown cares if I go off this week and Smitty go off the following week. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we want to go off together, but he ain't going to hate to the point where, Smitty. No, he just wants the receivers to be a part of what is going on offense because ultimately, if you don't use them, when you need them at the biggest moment, you putting all this pressure on them, and you ain't use them the whole game. Because when you get to play the best teams in the playoffs and even in the regular season, they're going to make you one-dimensional.
T, I said this. Defenses usually take 4 weeks to understand what an offense is doing, adjust to it, and stop the offense doing that. We've seen the Eagles for 2 weeks now come out in this under-center 11T formation, and they've dominated the Minnesota Vikings with it. They dominated the New York Giants with it. I believe the Eagles have at least 2 more weeks of dominating opposing defenses with that formation until opposing defenses do what you say and they figure out how to adequately adjust.
I believe they play the Cardinals. Mm-hmm. Jonathan Gannon was on staff with the Eagles. Mm-hmm. He probably understands their line protections. He understands what they want to do and how they want to run the ball. So I have a feeling this is going to be a defensive battle because he understands what they want to do. And if I'm Gannon, I'm crowding the box. I'm going to make him throw the ball. I'm going to double AJ. Mm-hmm. I want him mad. I want him complaining because now I want that sideline to be worried about, shit, we got to get AJ the ball. Because these coaches are human now.
Yeah.
They want to win. But they hear AJ. Mm-hmm. They want to get AJ the ball. So I'm going to now try not to let him get the ball because I want all that unhappiness on that sideline.
Yeah, that's well said. Yeah. That's well said.
It's interesting, man. I don't know. If you would have told me that the Eagles would have the record that they do right now, this deep into the season, and A.J. Brown and Saquon really haven't gotten going, I would have told you that's crazy. So I don't know. It's interesting. We do have a $20 super chat from A. Carmine 12345. Said, Acho, do you think the Eagles have let Jalen have more say in the play calling, or has it been Patullo figuring himself out as a new OC?
Quarterbacks, in my mind, especially one like Jalen Hurts, he doesn't have say in the play calling. He will have say in the install, and T, you can speak to that. Like, he'll have say into what plays are going to go into the week, but he ain't going to have say into the actual plays that are being called on game day. Hell no. Like, when I was a middle linebacker, whenever D'Amico or Michael Kendricks was hurt and I had the green dot, I'm not telling coach what plays we're calling.
Yeah.
I'm telling coach on Friday and on Saturday, hey, here's what plays I feel comfortable with. Hey, coach, here are the empty checks I feel comfortable with. Hey, coach, here's the check I feel comfortable with. I don't feel comfortable shifting the defensive line in this manner, but I can't actually call the plays. I mean, one, it's practically impossible because you don't have a mic to talk back to your OC or the play caller. Yeah. And two, it's legitimately impossible. But I do think Jalen Hurts has had more of a say in, hey, I feel comfortable in this 11T. I feel comfortable under center. Let's get to that.
Yeah. They were also saying they don't play the Cardinals.
They play the Packers. They play the Packers after this. And they're going to have to throw the ball.
Yeah, they're going to have to throw the ball. After the bye week,
they have a bye week, then they play the Packers.
Then they play the Packers, who I mean, Quay Walker and Edgerrin, they be stopping that run.
Correct.
Moving forward to an offense that isn't doing anything. The Cleveland Browns have I saw this tweet today. They have seen essentially zero difference between Joe Flacco and Dylan Gabriel playing, both with a 1-3 record. They get 3.5 points per game more, and 30 less yards, and less yards per drop back as well. This offense is honestly one of the worst in the entire NFL as it is right now, especially their passing offense. They can't get any sort of rhythm. Fellas, I mean, is it time already? Can we see Shedeur already?
Speak.
Number one, you got a rookie quarterback. This is what you expect. Like, very rarely do rookies come in and play how C.J. Stroud played and how Jaden Daniels played. That's a rarity.
Yeah.
And it happened back-to-back years that we got used to it and thought every rookie would do this. The Cleveland Browns are not a good football team offensively.
So then Shedeur shouldn't even want to go out there. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No. We always want to play. I don't give a damn how bad we are. I want to play.
Okay.
But if I'm Kevin Stefanski and the Cleveland Browns, I'm not playing Shedeur right now. I'm not. I want to see 4 games ain't enough to judge Dylan Gabriel. That's not enough. I need to give Dylan Gabriel, I'm giving him minimum 7 games. Minimum 7 games.
Yeah.
4 games, that's not enough sample size to say, oh, he can play, he can't play. He getting 3 more games, full games. And I'm going to let him know that. Don't worry about it. Play free. Because I don't want you looking over your shoulder now, worried about, oh, we going to pull you. Midway through the season, if Shedeur plays, and he going to play the last 2-3 games.
So you're not even tripping on Shedeur not playing right now?
No, I'm not. Because you're the backup. We have Dylan Gabriel as our quarterback. I need to see if he can play.
But don't you need to see if Shedeur can play too?
Yeah, I'm going to see that the last 2 to 3 games. If
the season over by then.
The season over now. You're just trying to see if you got your quarterback of the future. And I'm going to give Dylan Gabriel more rope than I give Shedeur. They're not even giving Shedeur reps. So that tell you all you need to know. They don't have no plans of him playing anytime soon. So I'm going 7-8 games with Dylan Gabriel as my starter.
But
and that still ain't enough.
Here's my issue, T. Here's my issue. Who's the quarterback the majority of your career?
Carson Palmer.
6'5", 230, big arm.
Yeah.
Number 1 overall pick, I believe. Maybe Heisman winner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He had the talent physically. Yeah. Forget the head, forget the heart. He had the talent physically. What is Dylan Gabriel going to be able to do in the next 3 to 4 weeks that's going to make you go, wow? He's not growing. Arm not getting stronger. He's not getting more athletic, and he sure as heck ain't getting younger. So what can Dylan Gabriel do in the next 3 to 4 weeks to make you go, wow? At least Shedeur is sitting there at 6'2", 215, 220. And more than anything, at least Shedeur showing you he has it. He has moxie. He has poise. He has charisma. He has swagger. All of those things that translate on the football field. At least Shedeur showing you the ability to turn programs around. Like, what are you going to see from Dylan Gabriel, T, in the next 3 to 4 weeks that's going to make you say, hell yeah, he's my franchise quarterback? You're not winning a Super Bowl with Dylan Gabriel. So what you want him for? And that's the first time I've actually realized that. Like, you play to win the game. And if you're not winning the Super Bowl with Dylan Gabriel, why do you want to keep him out there?
Their season's over.
Why did they have Dylan Gabriel higher than Shedeur Sanders to begin with? They think in the building.
Personality traits.
They think in the building that Dylan Gabriel's a better quarterback.
Is he a better quarterback or is he more likable to the decision maker, Kevin Stefanski?
That we don't know.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you, I don't give a care if I like you or not. I'm playing the best guy.
But
that's me. That's me.
How could they think, you know this, in college, Shedeur was a better quarterback for multiple years. Not for 1 year, for the last 2 years. And Dylan Gabriel played at better programs. Played at Oklahoma and played at Oregon.
Dylan Gabriel was a really good quarterback.
He was really good quarterback.
Really good quarterback.
But Shedeur was the better quarterback. So all of a sudden, we slept, woke up, and Dylan became better than Shedeur, even though Dylan hasn't shown you anything in his first 4 starts. Again, he's a rookie. It's only 4 starts. But Dylan hasn't done anything for you to say, you know what, 3rd round pick, you stay out there.
That's my biggest thing. It's a 3rd round pick. You're a 3rd round pick in his rookie season. You're not hedging your bets that he's going to be the future of your franchise. You're trying to figure it out. I understand he's a rookie. I understand he needs time, and I'm for giving him that time.
4 games is enough?
No, it's not. It's not.
4 games isn't enough. I'll agree with you on that. But my thing is, though, also to sit here and act as if Dylan Gabriel's in this position where, well, he's the future of our franchise, so we have to let him work this out. No. Let's find out who's good, because we're gonna draft a quarterback next year probably. We're likely in the running to get the number 1 overall pick, and we're gonna take someone with that pick. To sit here and act as if, oh well, Dylan's the future of our franchise. No, he's not. He's not playing at a future of a franchise level.
Yeah,
he's not Cam Ward. You didn't just take him 1-1.
What quarterbacks as rookies
in 4 games would
play this way?
But here's my thing.
The majority of them. Carson was the first pick.
Yep.
He sat his entire rookie season.
Yep.
He didn't play.
It's not that I disagree with you. It's this. You got a 3rd round pick and a 5th round pick. Same thing. Same guy. It's not a 1st round pick and a 5th round pick. It's not a 2nd round pick and a 5th round pick. It's a 3rd round pick and a 5th round pick.
It's also acting as if Shedeur is any other 5th round pick. He's not.
And
he's not any other 5th round
That's
pick.
where you make so much sense is because as soon as they see Sanders, number 12, jog on that field, chill's going to go through everybody's body that's in the crowd watching the game.
Thanks.
They going to feel hope. We got a chance. Now, if he backs that up, the fan base is going to be excited, but also pissed off.
Yeah.
Why do we wait this long? And so, Dylan Gabriel's, now I think about it, he's going to get 10 starts. He's going to get 10 starts. He'll start 10 games, and they'll push Shedeur in the last 3 games of the season if Dylan not playing the way they want him to play.
So you're telling me there's a world where Shedeur doesn't start all season?
It's possible. It's possible.
It is possible.
It's very possible.
It's very possible. I would say it's likely if Dylan doesn't get hurt.
That's crazy to me. The Browns will finish 3-14 or 4-13. Shedeur won't get a start, and Dylan Gabriel will finish the season with 3 wins.
What round were you drafted in?
6th round.
Okay, so we very similar, right? Check it out. You know, the only way we late round draft picks get in,
Somebody get hurt.
somebody get hurt.
Somebody got to get hurt.
Oh, wow.
Like somebody has to get hurt.
Yeah.
Bro, I remember, man, was it my rookie year? It was my rookie year or my second year. I ain't gonna say his name. He my dog, though. I love him. He'd be like, soft ass want to play today? I was his backup, right? I'm like, hell yeah, I want to play. He'd be like, first series of the second half, I'm acting like I got hurt. I'm coming out the game. I'm gonna let your soft ass play today.
Oh, wow.
I'd be like,
and he
bet.
pulled a Terry Rozier out there.
I'm like, bet.
That's crazy.
And so
Hopefully you didn't take his
after the
number.
first series, second half, he out the game. I played the whole second half. Had like 5 catches, 70 yards.
Wow.
Feeling good about that.
Yeah.
That's the only way you gonna play unless somebody gets hurt or they don't want to play. And he was in his 9th or 10th year. He probably was, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
When you are a late round draft pick, you are not playing unless the guy in front of you gets hurt or he just god awful, one or the other.
Yeah.
Magic City parking lot, he got to be that.
Hey, Dylan Gabriel has been that.
Well, I was going to say, speaking of your playing days, TJ, we did get a super chat that's, break up the tension a little bit. Ray Glenn said, question for TJ, better wide receiver, Ocho or T.O., and who was the bigger diva?
Ooh.
Wow. All right, it's the same guy for both. Chad will say T.O. was a better wide receiver.
Okay.
Chad will say that, so I'm going to say it.
Okay.
And also, T.O. is the biggest diva because he started it. T.O. was like the guy that a lot of the players looked up to when it came to the celebrating, the having fun. He started that.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was doing that before T.O. And I believe Chad would also say that.
Hey, are him and Randy the first NFL divas? Even if Randy wasn't as much as
Randy
T.O.
and T.O. It was a different type of.
Yeah.
It was different.
Because Irv was a little bit of a
playmaker.
Was a diva.
He was a bit of a diva.
Yeah, one of the best receivers to ever put on a helmet and shoulder pad.
Yeah.
Chad, my dog, and Chad nice as hell.
Yeah.
But T.O. one of the best to ever do it.
Yo, T.O. top 3 to me, G.
Wow. He might be top 2.
He might
Oh,
be
yeah,
top
this
2.
is a great question for you, TJ. Who are your top 3 wide receivers? Or we'll do top 5 wide receivers of all time.
All time, the first 3 is easy.
Easy.
Jerry Rice, Moss, T.O. Jerry Rice, T.O., Moss. After that, for me, I was a fan of the Cowboys, so I always throw Mike Irvin in there.
Oh, wow.
Just off his, no pun intended, the playmaking that he did at big moments.
Yeah.
After that, it's so many guys.
Yeah,
and obviously, I'm going to go my generation of playing. So you either go Calvin Johnson or Larry Fitzgerald. One of those two.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. I don't know. Yeah, Fitz is definitely up there.
Yeah, Fitz is up there. Fitz just never wowed me, which was crazy. My brother played with Fitz. I know Fitz. Yeah. He just never wowed me, but Fitz's consistency, Fitz up there, bro.
You can make the argument that there's not. Was Fitz ever viewed as the best receiver in the league in any of his seasons?
No, but
he didn't have no Qs.
No.
Until he got Carson, he ain't had no Qs.
He went to a Super Bowl, though.
Hey, if Calvin Johnson would have played on a winning franchise, if he would have been on this Detroit, man, Calvin Johnson, they might be saying Calvin Johnson, the top 2-3 receiver ever. Maybe one.
Ever.
Nah,
That's facts.
Nah, that's definitely facts. True. We got to move along.
That's what I said last. There we go.
Come on. Yeah. This is the best looking shelf I've seen yet. Acho, break it down for us, man.
Top shelf teams. Bottom three, you already know what it is. Shout out to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for trying to keep their season alive in the midst of the injuries. Still only have 2 losses. The Patriots, they look good. They've been rolling. Drake May is playing the quarterback position as well as anybody. And if James Cook can continue to do what he's doing, the Buffalo Bills are going to be the AFC Championship game more than likely against the Chiefs. That second shelf, the last time we saw the Los Angeles Rams, 5 touchdowns, no pick from Matthew Stafford. The Denver Broncos are absolutely rolling. Y'all saw what they did to the Cowboys, dismantling them. Also have a really good win early in the season versus the Philadelphia Eagles. The Detroit Lions, the last time we saw them, they beat the brakes off the Bucks 24-9. And the Green Bay Packers coming off their first complete game all season, beating the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers on primetime, spoiling that. But on the top shelf, the Chiefs, they are the Chiefs. Yeah. They back. Beat the brakes off the Lions, beat the brakes off the Raiders, beat the brakes off their most recent opponent. I can't even remember who it is. They made them forgettable. Yeah. The Eagles' last 2 games, Jalen Hurts, 7 touchdowns, 8 incompletions. Jalen Hurts absolutely dominant. Saquon Barkley, 150 total yards last game. He killed it.
Go ahead.
And them Colts.
Let's go, baby.
Jonathan Taylor, bro. 3 touchdowns, I believe, in 3 consecutive games. Yeah. 15 touchdowns on the season. Already has more touchdowns this year than Saquon Barkley had all of last season. On pace for about 30 total touchdowns. Jonathan Taylor has been absolutely nuts. Tyler Warren has been sick. Daniel Jones goes crazy. And that defense has been stingy. Now, I need to see more good wins from the Colts. It's not their fault. They play in a division that's not very good right now, and they play in a conference with a lot of hurt quarterbacks. But at the end of the day, the Colts are beating and bludgeoning the teams they're supposed to beat down. Shout out to them. I would suggest this is the best top shelf list that I have put together all season.
I think this is the first one that I have no arguments with. I really like this one. I was ready with the Rams, but then they went overseas and they handled business. They beat the hell out of that team. So I think right now, It's looking solid. Hoosh, you got any thoughts on this one? Would you make any changes?
This is your best one.
Hey!
Wow. This is best one.
No complaints. It's crazy. Go ahead, yeah.
Because we can't just give him a perfect score.
You're right.
I probably, if I'm gonna move somebody, I'm gonna swap the Packers and Eagles.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. And that'll be the next. Well, couple weeks.
Yeah.
That would be my only one. The way the Chiefs have turned it on. Rashee Rice come back, and they're a different team. The Colts should have been up there last week. They on there. But, yeah, the Eagles, I need to see how this is going to play out with A.J. Brown, because do you keep doing what you're doing and say, A.J., you'll get it if it comes? Or do you change what you're doing and that helps or hurts the team? I need to see how this plays out.
So it's not that the Eagles aren't great to you. You just want to see it more.
Yeah, because I know when you're a player and your coach is hearing all this noise, do they ignore it or do they force it?
Yeah.
And if you ignore it, it can be bad.
Yeah.
If you force it, it can be bad. And so I want to see how they handle it.
Well, I feel it. What happened?
I was ready to crown you, to give it to you.
What happened, bro?
Till I was reminded by the guys in the back.
What happened?
Some people in the chat. The Seattle Seahawks are sitting at 5-2.
Hey, Seattle is nice.
Listen.
Seattle is nice.
Seattle to me.
Can y'all calm down on that clapping?
Hold up.
The hell wrong with y'all back there?
Seattle, I believe, I'm not saying they have to be second or top. The Seattle Seahawks haven't had a spot all season. They deserve a spot on that third shelf.
Hey,
I think they was on there 1 week. Just
well, they might have been there 1 week.
They was on the bottom shelf 1 week.
So
who you kicking off though?
Are we kicking somebody off, or are we just throwing them on?
I think as of right now, if you were to bump someone up, I can see bumping the Packers up a shelf. I can see bumping the Patriots up a shelf.
I can see that.
And I can see adding the Seahawks.
Or
you could knock the Bucks off, I feel like.
I mean, for the Seahawks.
If I'm taking off any of those teams?
Who?
Bucks.
The Bucks. It has
The
to be the
Bucks.
Bucks.
Yeah.
As of
It's gotta
right
be the
now,
Bucks.
the injuries that they have, the
gotta
last
be
2
the
weeks, they have not looked impressive.
Yeah.
And I think the Seahawks, they've been consistent.
Correct me. They play. It was 38-35. Bucks won or Seahawks won.
We
I'm
talking
not
about
being facetious. The
when
Bucks
they
played the
played? No,
Seahawks,
yeah,
right?
it was the Bucks.
Seahawks.
Bucks won, I think, in
It was the
Seattle.
Bucks. It was the
Yeah,
Bucks.
they beat them.
So
The
to
Bucks
me,
won.
Close game.
hella
A
close game.
Super
Hella
close
close
game.
game.
I see
But
what you're
also,
saying, yeah.
but also,
Like on some
the Bucks have
tiebreaker,
not looked
like-
the same since then with the Buka's injury, with the
Yeah,
other injury.
yeah.
I think now gotta add a little nuance to that. I think I dropped
Seattle
them
is
down.
sneaky good this year.
And that young man,
But I'm
JSN.
more of a fan.
Yeah.
I'm more of a fan of bumping the Packers up, bumping the Patriots up, and then bumping the Seattle.
I'm not mad. I wanted
Yeah.
to bump the Patriots up, but for whatever reason, the Patriots.
It's because their quarterback is Drake May, and you still don't believe in him yet.
I don't believe in the team.
Yeah,
Like, Drake
you
don't have-
you hate him like you hate Justin
Hey,
Herbert.
Drake May is
You
low
think?
key nice.
Yeah.
Not like Drake. Drake
He nice.
Drake
Okay.
to me is he's my number one MVP right now. Really, my thing is like, okay, if you double team Stephon Diggs, who the hell is gonna beat you?
good point.
Ramondre Stevenson?
That's a good point.
Kayshawn Booty.
Hey,
balling.
Hey, Butte
He
is
balling.
balling.
He
though.
is
I'm not gonna lie.
having- he is
Butte
having
is
a
balling.
good couple
Y'all
weeks.
forgot now coming
Yeah.
out of LSU, he was the shit.
He
Booty ball.
has had a
He
good
was
couple
that
weeks.
dude.
Yeah. Booty going crazy out there, man.
Yeah.
Look at all that K-Shine you got back there. Shine.
Okay,
What's going on?
That's crazy.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? We do have another super chat from Ray
wild.
Blends. Want to get to? He's asking some good questions today,
Yeah,
man.
he is.
He
Ray-
got the $5
Ray on
super
the-
chat.
on the tier.
Said hot take: Peyton would have been the GOAT over Brady if he had Belichick and Vinatieri.
I'm not mad at that.
I
not mad at
agree. I completely agree. Now, Peyton did sell in a lot of these games. And I'm talking about sold. He had some decent defenses back then with Bob Sanders. Back then, he had with Dwight Freeney, Robert Mathis. He had some defenses, and he sold on his side of the ball. But I will say that Belichick team was just not. They had devil magic on their side.
Here's
Man.
why I have to disagree. And I love Peyton.
Yep.
Peyton's
wow.
in my top three.
We all do.
The delta between Peyton and Brady is 5 Super Bowl wins.
Team awards.
But 5 of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for Peyton to have exceeded Brady, that's 6 Super Bowl wins. So, like, it's hard for me to say that Peyton would have won 5 more Super Bowls with Brady and with Belichick, and to outdo him, he would have had to have won 6 more. So, I think Peyton is more talented than Brady, but we talking 6 more Super Bowls? That
You
sounds
think he
crazy.
is more talented?
I think he's more talented.
If you gonna say that?
Wait, we think Brady's more
I think
talented.
Peyton's more talented.
Oh, Peyton definitely. Yeah.
If
5 MVP.
if you say give Peyton, Belichick, and Vinatieri, give Brady,
True.
give
Don't say
Brady,
it. Don't say
Harrison,
it.
and Wayne.
Don't say it.
Give
And
him,
don't-
give
what
him
about the
Harrison
running
and
backs?
Wayne and Edgerrin James.
Correct.
Like give him that.
Correct.
Then what?
That's
'Cause the
scary.
year-
That's scary.
He had
Randy Moss and them.
Oh, look at it.
50 tugs.
Yeah.
50 tugs.
You give Tom Brady, Marvin Harrison, and Reggie Wayne and Edgerrin James.
Yeah. And
All
that's
right.
why I can't say it. Because remember,
Yeah.
he still had Dwight
Peyton-
Freeney and
Peyton
Robert
had more-
Mathis.
Peyton
and
had
Bob
more
Sanders.
talent. The thing is, though, Belichick as a defense, like we love
Belichick's
and
crazy.
Dude, hindsight is 100. I don't know if that's better side. No, it's actually lower. Hindsight is 0-0. It's the clearest vision you could ever get. Right? My problem with this is, or it actually might be 100. I don't know. I'm not optometrist. I don't know. But my problem with this is Bill Belichick. Yes, Tom Brady left and he went and won a ring. That team was also loaded. We don't talk about how loaded that Bucs team was as well, though. Ndamukong Suh and Vita Vea, probably one of the best run-stopping defensive tackles. Shaq Barrett rushing the passer at an elite level. Offensively, having Gronk, Antonio Brown, Mike Evans, and Chris Godwin to go along with Leonard Fournette in the last year was probably, and Ronald Jones is your two-back. Are you out of your mind? Their team was Tristan Wirfs. Their offensive line was crazy. They were unbelievably talented. Bill Belichick does not get enough credit for what he did on the defensive side of the ball. Giving Tom Brady, yes, Hall of Fame level player on mentality and everything. Giving him 14 top 10 defenses.
Yeah.
Over the
Bill
years he was there?
Belichick get all the credit in the world.
No.
Yeah, he do.
Look, I think now amongst the young crowd, oh well, Bill Belichick was actually sorry without Tom Brady. Which, if you look at his record without him, yeah, it doesn't
Yes,
look the
he was.
best. They were a perfect match, in my honest opinion. They were a perfect match, and Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, what did he do in the Super Bowl against the Rams? The number 1 scoring offense in the entire NFL. The offense put up 10 points. The Bill Belichick coach defense stopped them to 3.
Yeah.
Malcolm Butler jumps a route That gives you another Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You like Bill Belichick. We had so many different things. 28-3. Your defense had to hold that offense to be able to have that comeback. Bill Belichick is the greatest defensive coach of all time. It's not even remotely close. And I don't think, in retrospect, we're doing a little bit too much hating on Bill Belichick because he got a girlfriend younger than me, and it's ridiculous.
It's fair.
It's fair.
It's
fair. It's fair criticism because he hasn't won without him, but also
And
we got to give Bill some credit, bro.
And he has a girlfriend younger.
Yeah, and he has a girlfriend younger than me.
That's criminal.
That's lock his ass up.
For real.
Lock him up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got another one. Peyton
Lock
Blitz. He
'em
said from Ray Blitz. He said Peyton also put up 50 with Denver. It was crazy. Peyton did do it post neck surgery.
Yeah.
2013 Denver Broncos offense is the greatest offense in NFL history.
Whoa.
Don't talk to me about the Rams. Don't talk to me about the greatest show on. No.
So,
the 2013 Denver Broncos
Counterpoint.
was the greatest offense in the history of the National Football League.
Counterpoint.
55 touchdowns. Over 5,000 total yards. Think 5,300 total yards.
Okay.
Everybody, until they went to that Super Bowl in the snow, mind you, because I don't think if that game was in there, it might have been in the snow. It was like 36 degrees. And the Legion of Boom. That was the greatest offense in the history of football.
It wasn't in the snow.
I will go to war.
I remember
for
Bruno
that.
Mars killed that halftime show.
I will
but
go to war.
I'll ask you this: is the Legion of Boom the best defense you've seen in your lifetime? If that's the
Legion of Boom is a top 5 defense. I would say the 2002
Ravens.
Bucks. I'm going to give you my 5. Not in order. I'm just giving you my
Okay.
5. I would say the 2000 Ravens, the 2002 Bucks, the 2013 and or 12 Legion. There was the 2015 Broncos. And then there was another Ravens team I like. Those are my 5 is 2 Ravens teams, a Bucks team, the Legion, and the Broncos.
Yeah.
Those to me are the 5 best defenses since the turn of the
This
century.
isn't a super chat. This is a regular chat. Zeta Clemens say Brady was never stomped out in the Super Bowl. I have a question for y'all because I'm dying to have this conversation. This is just off the cuff. What would Patrick Mahomes have to do to surpass Brady in the GOAT conversation? Or is he eternally condemned to damnation because he lost to him in the Super Bowl and lost to him in the AFC Championship?
If he wins more Super Bowls than Brady, he gonna pass him.
Is that what he has to do? Say Mahomes wins 7 MVPs and 5 Super Bowls.
No,
That's not enough?
I don't believe so. I don't believe so because when you played head to head, you lost
twice.
So you at least have to match or exceed what I've done.
I agree.
I can get where you're coming from, but also on the other side, I'm like, there's 21 other players on the field. Like, there's 21 other players on the football field at the same time.
BS.
D4 jumps offside, and that's a Patrick Mahomes problem?
Because the thing about Tom Brady,
he plays with a third-string tackle,
Tom
and
Brady,
that's a Patrick
Tom
Mahomes
Brady
problem?
was a great eraser. And also, y'all got to remember, Tom Brady has 7, Patrick Mahomes has 3, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Say, up to this point, Patrick Mahomes had
if not for Patrick Mahomes, it could be 5-5. Brady beat him twice and ended up winning 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
And you already there.
And you're right there. If Mahomes ends up winning the AFC Championship game and winning the Super Bowl, Tom Brady ended up winning it, then it's 6-4. And then if Tom Brady loses to Mahomes in the Super Bowl, it's 5-5.
I'm such
Like,
this is my thing. This is my thing. I hate whenever look, I don't care. I watched it with my own eyes. I know that some of these players are more talented than others, right? I think ring counting ruins good sports arguments. And that it upsets me. My thing is with Tom Brady. He's had 3 conference championship games where he's thrown 3 interceptions. What is his record in those 3 games? 2-1. He won 2 games to go to Super Bowls where he threw 3 interceptions.
Yeah, I don't
2
care.
of which he won.
I don't care.
I understand. I understand where you're coming from, but my thing is like, it is a team sport.
But dude, here's what we can't do. Hell no. Here's what we can't do.
Oh my
we can't
gosh.
go back retroactively and look at statistics that are empty. Because those 3 interceptions, I don't know if one was right before halftime. You know what I mean? It's like, that counts as a pick.
It could have been go off the receiver
with
hands.
the Packers NFC Championship. Those are 3 picks.
Yeah,
3 just straight up picks.
But Tom Brady and his
Shaq
defense.
Barrett.
But Tom Brady and his defense helped win that game. Rodgers could have won that
of
game.
course, of
You know what I
course.
mean? It was 4th and 6. Rodgers 3rd and 6. Rodgers could have ran.
Yes.
Yeah.
He chose to
He
throw.
could have run the ball.
Tom Brady would have made the right decision in my mind because he always made the right decisions.
Wow.
And see, so much about sports is he's better than him because you can see that. You can't see this.
Yeah.
You can't see the processing in the mind of making the right decision at the right
I just think
time.
it's so tough. If Patrick Mahomes goes on to win 6 Super Bowls and 10
He'll
MVPs.
be number 2. He said 10 MVPs.
Bro, say he wins 10 MVPs. If he gets MVP number 3 this year, he ties Brady in MVPs. He's already it's not even a question. He started his career the same, if not better than Brady before turning 30. It's been crazy.
Yeah.
Has 3 rings, all of this other, almost 3-peated. He has back-to-back, same as Brady has a back-to-back. It's just, I don't know. It's what if they both finish with 7?
If he get to 7,
No, Brady's still better. He'll beat him twice.
it'll be.
This is crazy.
It for sure will be a conversation. It for sure will be a conversation.
Man.
But it's going to always go back to who's better. Oh, when they played against each
He beat
other,
him twice.
Brady beat him both times. They're not arguing with, Mahomes was young. It don't
But
matter.
Brady was old.
He beat him.
Brady was old.
I'm not going to lie, D Ford, if I'm Patrick Mahomes at the end of my career, I win 7 Super Bowls, and they saying Brady beat me twice, and that's the reason why I'm not the GOAT.
tight.
I'm finding D Ford, and I'm fighting him for everything that he owns. I'm taking his land, his it's ridiculous. That'd be crazy.
I got 2 things. I got 2 things for you,
G.
Acho. So I dropped the poll in the chat. I said, "Is this Acho's best top shelf teams list?" 68% said yes.
Hell
It was.
yeah, I need
The
that.
fans
I
are
need
rocking
that.
with you on
I
the top
need
shelf
that. I need
teams.
that.
And then we got a super chat from Care Bear's favorite super chatter. 214 Mr. DFW said, TJ, you in your bag tonight. I was literally just texting. Give Brady those skilled players that Manning had. And then second part of that is, do you think MVP Cam Newton would have won a Super Bowl with those skilled players that Manning had?
No.
Whoa.
Nah. Cam had played with Steve Smith. Cam was more of a runner than a passer. And so that's why I say no. He was more just a physical anomaly. We hadn't seen nothing like it. He was a runner. He wasn't a guy like Peyton, so no.
That's actually a really good answer.
Yeah.
You know what happens? Yeah. Oftentimes, we don't necessarily give Super Bowls MVPs to the best dudes. We give MVPs to something we ain't never seen before. And then after we've seen it, we don't give them the MVP again.
Right.
Like Russell Westbrook, 3 consecutive seasons with triple doubles. First time, you can get MVP. Next
After
time,
that,
we're like, wait a second.
We just saw this.
We just saw this.
Yeah.
We're not giving you the MVP.
And you the 5th seed?
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when Lamar Jackson first went for 3,500 and 1,000 MVP. He did it again, I think, the next season. Hold on, Lamar.
Got used to it.
We just saw this. Yeah. Lamar had to go back door and give us something like 4,500 and 1,000 first to be like, all right, fine. And remember, quarterbacks were hurt that year, and Lamar was going up against Brock Purdy. Lamar probably wouldn't even have won it if Brock wasn't going to be second. So, to your point, we had just never seen Cam before. You know what I mean? Like, and Cam was obviously crazy. He was crazy.
And we really ain't seen him since.
Nah, Josh Allen.
But Josh Allen is more of a passer first that can run.
Yeah.
We won't see Cam Newton again, I don't think, because I don't think we want to.
No, but it's not going to happen again.
Yeah, we
it's
want
not gonna happen again.
passers.
Hey, even now at the collegiate level, you like dynamic running quarterbacks aren't world beaters anymore.
Yeah.
Like Lenore Sellers would be an unstoppable force if that was the case. He's 6'3", 230, can run crazy. He's extremely talented, but it's just no more Denard Robinson's.
We've seen it enough
We've
now.
seen it. We've seen it enough that people know how to scheme for. Also, just recruiting in general. Everybody got a 6'2", 225 linebacker that probably used to play running back or a quarterback in high school that's now capable of running everything down.
Yeah, Harold Perkins spot a quarterback. Go
yeah,
get it.
exactly.
Go get it.
We also got a
Yeah.
$5 super chat from Eric Reagan. He said, perfect season, 3-peat, more Super Bowls, and possible standards are the only way. I guess that's what it is now, Pat. I'm sorry, bro. D Ford screwed you, man. I'll fight him. If it was 1-1, maybe, but God bless, that's tough. Moving forward, it's time to talk about some hoops. Michael Jordan. He's been talking to people on NBC. He said the second greatest basketball player of all time said, I never wanted to miss a game. Well, actually, I'll let you guys listen on his take on load management.
The term load.
I was going to say Michael Jordan is full of shit until he said it was a competitive thing with the dude up there. And I was about to say, you didn't care that he came or paid his hard-earned money. You didn't care when people got shot over your shoes. But I think it's definitely a competitive thing. He's a sick competitor.
I love Jordan saying this. Completely different era, but I love Jordan saying this. If you look at Jordan, played 82 games of rookie year, 82 games third, 82 games fourth, 81 games fifth, 82 games sixth, 82 games seventh, 80 games eighth, 78 games ninth, 82 games 11th, 82 games 12th, 82 games 13th. His last year played all 82.
Wow.
So, if the GOAT can do it, you can do it. Kawhi Leonard. If the GOAT can do it, you can do it. Whoever the hell you are. Now, the difference for me is I get that it's era specific, but if we're being real, players these days have gotten soft across all sports. Bro, I remember when I was in college, my freshman year, we had real two-a-days. T, you remember real two-a-days. Real two-a-day, T, give me that look. T, give me that look.
My rookie year.
We had real two-a-days. Real two-a-days, if I don't know the age of y'all watching the chat, you would practice in full pads twice. So much so that your pants were still wet, and your pads were still wet, and your jerseys were still wet.
What was your rookie year?
My rookie year in the league was 2012. I said my freshman year in 08.
Acho.
What happened?
I promise you, my rookie year in the league, the fourth day, I couldn't walk.
Oh.
I got out the bed. I couldn't even touch my knees.
Wow.
First day, double day. Second day, double day. Third day, double day. The fourth day, I got out the bed. I was like, how am I going to run?
Yeah.
I couldn't even walk. And I was like, bro, ain't no way the NFL is like this.
Yeah. So it's fair to say.
That's why your teammate was calling your ass soft. That's why he was like, TJ, you want your soft ass to get in the game today?
Bro.
You wasn't making it through them 2
So,
days.
bruh, it's fair to say athletes these days are soft. I was the athlete that literally experienced the transition between like, bruh,
The change
we have to be hard to the next year. I was like, oh, wait a second. Yeah. Then two-a-days became that second practice had to be a walkthrough. So they still called it two-a-days, but that second practice, no pads and no contact. Yeah. It's now just a walkthrough. And so this new generation is like, man, we got it tough, bro. Two-a-days. Hell no. Y'all don't know two-a-days. And to me, that's the NBA right now.
So what do you get from a walkthrough?
You get the mental reps without the physical contact.
It's just mental reps. They're not breaking you down physically. Like, this is the thing, though, with Michael Jordan. Back then, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I'm all for the players with load management. Because we didn't see guys playing 20 years when Jordan was playing.
Thanks.
So now, that's 6 more years of LeBron or Vince Carter, all these players. If you one of them type players, let's just say on the low end, 6 extra years, that's $300 million.
Imagine if Larry Bird got
like,
the load manage.
You mean to tell me if I could load management, I miss 15 games a season, I play 67, and I'm gonna make an extra $250 million? I might miss 20.
But what about the integrity of the game, though, T?
I'm not missing games because I don't want to play. I'm missing games so that I can stay healthy. Because the guys that are playing 82 games, they not playing 15, 16, 17, 18 years.
But here the problem
is. They not.
What I respect about MJ, and I heard this MJ story before, this was long before this interview. MJ said that like he would always get dressed to go to and leave games because he didn't know if that would be the only time somebody ever saw Michael Jordan. And what I respect about Jordan is he played all 82 for that person in section 224, you know what I mean, row Z. But he did. At the end of the day, Jordan's like, this might be the only time you see Jordan.
You feel sorry for
it wasn't a thing, though, back then. Though. If Jordan played in this era, he would sit for a couple of games.
I don't agree. Because I don't think Kobe would load manage.
When did the load management start? Did it start with Kawhi when he was in San Antonio? Is that where it started?
Correct.
Nah.
Yeah, it did. Kawhi made it famous.
People were
Who started the load management?
Kawhi popularized it. He popularized it in like 16, 17, 18. Yeah. Kawhi popularized
it. Can you imagine load management in football? I played with broke bones in my back. Didn't miss a game. I didn't miss a game. I had the transverse process. I had 4 cracked bones. Didn't miss 1 game. In the first play of the game, Carson threw me a hitch, and it was kind of high. I was like, oh, we was playing the Steelers. I'm like, oh, he about to fuck me. I was so nervous. Caught that bitch and came down. Oh, excuse my language.
Yeah, you didn't finish that. You didn't finish the sentence.
Fuck me up.
Thank you.
I got smacked.
Yeah.
Ike Taylor for sure smacked me.
Yeah.
But, you take that shot, you good to about the third quarter. Yeah. But ain't no load management.
Hold on. He got to drink to that.
Ain't no load management.
Wait.
I was trying to let him cook. But that was actually TJ, no bullshit. No bullshit. I'm not going to do it to you. And so somebody's going to clip that.
Yeah.
Somebody is going to clip that. As much as I would love to and put you on blast, somebody is going to clip that.
Y'all should clip that right now.
You did it to yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Like your kids was gonna be disappointed in the first one you had.
I'm too old for this, man.
This one you might not be able to come home tonight. They might tell you to stay your ass up here, get a hotel. You can't come home tonight.
The Orange County Inn, he got it.
Yeah, it's over
That
with.
was bad.
You might as well not even head back down the street.
Hey,
That was crazy.
I'm too old for this, but man, yeah, I gotta stop.
There's no
man.
recovering from that.
Yeah,
G.
no, that was tough.
But
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all.
That was tough.
But to the load management point though, the fact is players are getting hurt at a higher rate now than they were.
Facts.
So you have to, if the issue is load management, the issue is fans want to see him, all of these different things that y'all brought up. To me, that responsibility falls on the NBA. It's not the player. Shorten the season. As much, I'm a huge NBA fan. I wish there was 100 games in the season. If your players are getting hurt, we can call them soft. We can call them, you know what I mean, just not of it. You got to shorten the season.
But to me, how you going to reconstruct the entirety of the NBA because players got soft?
Because the game changed.
And you know why it's load management?
Look, I can
Did
agree.
they add more minutes to the game? Did they add more quarters to the game?
They added spacing to the floor. They added a 3-point shot where people are running. I want you to turn on a game of basketball in 1984, and I want you to compare it to what you see on a day-to-day basis out here. I want you to compare the Achilles injuries back in 1980s versus what we're seeing now. Players are playing closer to the floor. They're playing with lower centers of gravity. They're running actions off ball that were not happening before. You couldn't even play zone defense in the 90s. You couldn't play, bro. Illegal defense rule. You could literally not play help defense that we have now because of off-ball screens. But there's so much more nuance to the game of basketball.
Here's why it's weak. Because you don't think they do the same thing in football? We for sure spaced the football field out way more than back then. Right back then, it was just a cloud of smoke. It was 11 on 11. Ain't nobody passing. Nobody in the forward pass. Now we use all 53 in the third.
That's fine.
Now we got somebody way the hell out wide. Somebody way the hell out wide.
How many superstars have had torn ACLs? How many superstar players have season-ending injuries year after year?
We went from 14 games to 17 games. Now we're at 18 games. The NFL's expanding, and we're just like
14, 16, 17, about to be at 18. But this, to me, when I just sit here and think about it, this is the biggest thing. These owners are giving guys huge contracts, and when you sign the contract, it is guaranteed.
Yeah.
They want the load management because I cannot have Emmanuel Acho making $300 million out for the season.
Yeah.
So if you got to miss 12 games, I'd rather you miss 12 games than 82.
You're going to miss them.
And that is why.
Yeah.
And in football, it ain't guaranteed.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get hurt.
Yeah, if you want to.
Sad to say, but that's part of it. Because of the guaranteed contracts, they want to make sure that the best player is available all season.
Yeah.
That's why.
He cooked.
But again, that goes back to the league, though. Is the NFL right for not guaranteeing players their money based on injuries? It's a barbaric, very brutal sport.
Yeah.
Injuries are bound to happen. You
We're
shouldn't punish the player or penalize the player for missing games.
Achilles pop at the end of the season, bro, because they're doing the same exact step over and over and over again. Superstars of the game.
We literally had, 4 in the playoffs?
Jason Tatum miss 10 games. I'd rather him miss a playoff series than watch him miss the entire playoffs and the next season
but to me,
because he pops an Achilles.
To me, what that is training staff learn how to adjust. Strength and conditioning learn how to adjust. Athlete learn how to adjust. It's not adjust the sport. Now, unfortunately, it's brutal, but here's what they do in football. I don't know if they do this in basketball. T, I'm going to hurt your heart because you're going to remember this. Somebody gets hurt in football. Move it up 10 yards. I've had a player with a fractured neck at practice, an ambulance come. We have to put him on a little gurney joint because you can't move when you fracture your neck. And all we did was blow the whistle, move practice up 15 yards, and this dude is getting his face mask on, and he's getting carted in a gurney to an ambulance, and we are practicing up 15 yards.
That happened to us, too.
That's crazy.
He was knocked out, concussion for about 15 minutes. We're down here. All we did was go to the other end and turned around. And the ambulance was taking him off. He never played again.
Scrape his ass off the field. We got to him to play.
We literally went
That's crazy.
Like, it was a good stoppage for about 10 minutes. And then, we got to finish practice.
We got to finish practice.
100%. We feel sorry for you, but we got to finish.
The dude I'm speaking of never played again either. Tight end. So what I suggest is football doesn't change for the athletes.
No.
Football just says
Football's a
athletes,
tougher sport than
y'all better
basketball,
change.
though, too.
So basketball to me is like y'all can't change for the athletes. Tell the athletes to change.
To make the argument though, basketball has evolved so much more than football has over the same time period.
That's an ignorant argument, bro.
I don't think it is. I genuinely think that's what it is.
How?
Expand on that,
please.
Basketball from the time you were in the NFL.
Yep.
From the time you got drafted to right now, completely different game.
So the NFL is also.
No, I understand. The time from when you got drafted to when Michael Jordan and them were playing, completely different game. The time we're further from the start of Michael Jordan's career than Michael Jordan's start of his career is to the beginning of the NBA. Now, think about that.
I hear you on
like football has been a thing. Bro, Andy Reid's pulling plays from the damn 40s and stuff that he's finding on film and using it as
I hear you on the time of it all, but here's why I got to disagree with you so vehemently. And it was 1984 or 86 was Dan Marino became the first 5,000-yard passer.
Yes.
We did not see another 5,000-yard passer, I believe, until like Drew Brees in the early 2000s. And then now we see 5,000-yard passers, 4,800-yard passers. Dan Marino was the only one for about 20 years.
Yeah.
Football completely changed.
And the forward pass became a thing. RPOs,
people are running, sprinting, doing all types of stuff, and we just say, hey, athletes, adjust. Hey, linebackers, you can't be 250 anymore. Sorry, Ray Lewis. We need you to be 220. Hey, DBs, Cam Chancellor, you're extinct. There are no more Cam Chancellors.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bob Sanders can't play.
Yeah.
No more Bob Sanders. There are no more hard-hitting safeties. Safeties, you better be able to cover. There are no more, like, Micah Parsons is smaller than me.
Yeah.
And he's a defensive end.
There's no more.
The days of Reggie White, nope, don't exist. You be at tackle. So I say that to say, like, football just says adjust, and we adjust.
Basketball does the same thing, though. There's no more only rim protector, no outside having bigs that are elite. I'm sorry, Shaq's game doesn't translate to what we have right now. Shaq, incredibly dominant.
You got a couple.
No, I mean, I understand, but where do they can play outside. They can play outside. Like the most dominant big men in the league are guys that are posting people up. Or they're not posting people up anymore. They're guys that are starting their actions at the top of the key.
Yeah.
Like it adjusts as well. You can't. Sorry, if you're a wing, you can't be just a rebounding type. No, you have to be able to play in space. You have to be able to shoot.
The NBA is in two sections. Star players and everybody else got to play defense. That's what it is. Either you Kevin Durant or you're a 3-and-D guy. There's no. That's what it is now.
Ooh, you got Shea,
you got Chet, you got Jalen Williams. Everybody else 3-and-D on Oklahoma City. Everybody else. Every team is like that. You got Luka, you got LeBron, and if you don't have a 3-and-D, you can't win. You got 2 star players, maybe 3. Everybody else is a 3-and-D, and when you got more than that, you the Celtics. That's what the NBA is now. 2 3-star players. Everybody else is 3-and-D.
You gotta have 3 players on the floor that can hit threes consistently,
and they gotta play defense.
And you have to be.
That's what the NBA is now.
But that's not new though. You had Mike and Scotty. You had Carl and Stockton.
But they won Stockton, John Paxson, because he played with Mike. You wouldn't consider him a 3-and-D guy. He was a 3 guy.
Yeah.
He wasn't playing no defense. It was a different game. And so when it's more money involved in it, the NFL, what they do? They don't even really practice no more. You don't hit no more. You can't touch the court. If I put my hand up and I just touch his helmet, it's a penalty.
Yeah.
You could decapitate a quarterback when we were playing.
Back in the day.
So because of the salaries that everybody's making, these owners said, man, we got to change these rules. We got to protect the players. Basketball is load management. Football is watch how you hit these guys.
And to T's point,
that's fair. Yeah.
What the NFL has done so brilliantly is, hey, y'all figure it out in practice to make sure that on Sunday y'all there. So like now you can't even go full pads after week 13 if I'm not mistaken.
Do you know you get X amount of padded practices
period
per year?
Correct.
And it's crazy because I was just on a Zoom yesterday. I don't know how I get these Zoom links, but it was a bunch of people in the NFL. Head of officials going over all the rules and things they changing and the penalties being called and what they want to emphasize moving forward at the end of the season and player safety at the top.
Yeah.
I mean, this Zooming was about 2 hours yesterday. And I was like, damn, how I get involved? And I'm looking at everybody that's in the meeting. I'm like, damn, I guess, okay, they like me in this. But it's the amount of money that is in professional sports.
Yeah.
You are the investment. We got to make sure our investment is protected.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's fact.
I agree on
Gabriel, we got to get out this bar, bro.
We do have to get up out of here. We got
a quick super chat.
We got a quick one.
Ray Blend's been going crazy all night.
Yeah,
Ray, we appreciate you.
Hey, let's get a round of applause for Ray Blend.
Yeah. Ray Blend, you earned that. You earned that.
Sure.
And at the end of the day, when you super chat, it goes in my pocket. I appreciate that. He said, as a Niners fan, should we look into strength and conditioning coaches? Also, make Salah highest paid DC. Coaching has been crucial to our record, and bring McDaniels back. We all know he's done in Miami.
Niner fan.
Get the band back together.
Ray Blends, I'm going to have you close out the show. Yes, they should look into strength and conditioning. Now, some injuries are freakazoid, but some are just why are they so common, right? Fred Warner injury, that wasn't anything strength and conditioning should do, but I would look into it, and if nothing else but for optics, I'd replace it. Robert Saleh, you can't let him go. I don't believe Mike McDaniel will go back to the Niners because it's almost like going back to little bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can't leave Shanahan and then come back like, hey, Kyle, I'm back. Like, will you have me?
Yeah.
Nah, you can't go from being that. I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
I see McDaniel trying to go soar somewhere else.
Yeah, he's going to go to the damn Eagles.
Strength and
Why you
conditioning.
say sore, too? You're an asshole. You really, he said, sore
Strength
somewhere
and
else.
conditioning. Guys is training on their own. They paying for that.
Yeah.
So the team strength and conditioning coach, he not doing much. Everybody has their own guys that you pay
Correct.
for. Robert Salah is one of the best coaches, period. In football. So do what you got to do to keep him. Mike McDaniel's not going back. He didn't call plays. If anything, if the Eagles don't win a Super Bowl, get him with that offense.
Yeah.
It's over. That's what I would do. Mike McDaniel's. Why would you go and then just coach when you can't even call? You're not the head coach.
Yeah.
You're not
you know
even
what
calling
else
plays.
crazy? Mike McDaniel could go to the Houston Texans.
Oh,
That's
my
a great
God.
idea. That's a great
That's
idea.
who need him.
That's a great
Yeah.
idea.
That's
probably
what
more
is
needed.
going on
That's
with
a great
Houston? They
idea.
can't seem to figure
They
it
can't
out.
figure it out.
Yeah, that's a
Offensive
phenomenal
line.
idea.
That's actually what'll happen.
Let's go ahead and get out of
They
here
need
because
to-
if y'all mention
They
Mike
need to
McDaniel's
pay
going to
him
the
for that.
Eagles.
They need to pay
Wait,
him
I
for
got-
that.
for
They
sure,
need to
for
pay
sure.
him
I
for
got
that.
If they can we
happened?
two more.
We got two more super
We got
chats.
two more. So we got
Read
two.
them and leave.
Okay, all right. So Big Back for Life said, "Do you see Prime leaving Colorado? I see Prime coaching LSU or Florida State next year."
What's their handle?
That was
Big Back
Big
for
Back
Life.
for Life.
Shout out my dog,
was
man.
the handle, yeah.
Shout out my dog. Big Back
I
for
don't
Life.
see Prime leaving Colorado. No, because Prime ain't no punk, ain't no coward.
Last one was Josiah said, "I might get some pushback, but in my honest opinion, Kaepernick was the predecessor of Cam, but Cam perfected the dual quarterback."
Wow, that's a good point.
I ain't mad at that.
He didn't
I'm not mad at
he
that
wasn't-
either.
He said he's never heard anybody talk about this before, like in
a
the
true
sports
duel?
analysis.
Took him to
world.
the Super Bowl, but Kaepernick wasn't physically imposing as a Cam Newton, bro.
Right,
Yeah, no.
right.
Cap's tall, but Cam is
Cam was out there
250.
striding on the Packers, though.
Yeah.
He kept Rodgers for some
Cam could
stuff.
play defensive end, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Easy.
I like
Yeah,
that
literally.
tape, though.
Yeah,
Cam is as big as Daniil Hunter. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
He's
I like
huge,
that
bro.
tape, though.
Yeah, that's a good take. That's a good take. No, yeah, moving forward, we got to get up out of here before I commit a hate crime if I hear Mike McDaniel mentioned with the Eagles again. For Care Bear Kieran, for TJ Houshmandzada, for Emmanuel Acho, Social Trey, everyone in the back, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back here tomorrow night. Right after the Thursday night football game. Who's playing?
Dolphins, Ravens.
The
We gotta
Dolphins
go.
and
Lamar
Ravens.
Jackson's
Lamar
back.
Jackson is
Hey, tomorrow's
back.
show gonna be lit.
Tomorrow's show, we will be right back here in the Speakeasy. We'll see you guys on the next episode.
Peace.
And I ain't get my shots in today, Care Bear, so you know tomorrow I'm on your
yeah,
head.
yeah,
boy.
yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
Just so you know.